Today I'm going over 3 very disturbing SCPs. Enjoy! SCP-811. Simply put, SCP-811 is a human female alligator type creature. She has really long arms and legs and is around 67 inches tall. Her skin is green and it's rough like sandpaper and it's very abrasive to the touch. However, on top of the skin, this creature emits this kind of green sweat substance that is very corrosive to the touch, and it coats the entire body. On top of that, her hair is very oily and very greasy. No matter how much it's cleaned, the oil cannot be completely taken away. Now, this SCP kind of speaks English, even though it's pretty basic words like yes or no, but it is able to communicate with SCP personnel. Also, it does not defecate or produce waste like normal creatures because it does not have a small intestine. Instead, it does what I do, and it regurgitates all of its waste out of its mouth. Now, its stomach fluid that it spits up is this gross green thick fluid that can actually be used as a weapon to suffocate or blind prey. As of today, this crocodile human thingy has requested a ton of stuff to be brought to its enclosure. Some of it's been accepted and some of it's been denied. It has asked for a regular delivery of bovine, or cow, prey to be brought to its enclosure, which was denied. Next, it asked for any crocodilians to be taken out of its food rotation, which was accepted. Then it asked to be fed a certain fish species from wherever it came from, which was denied. Kinda lame. It also asked for SCP personnel to come in every other day and to wash her hair to get the oil out, which was accepted. Also, at one point, SCP-811 had chronic tooth pain and asked for it to be fixed, which was accepted. And lastly, she asked for a turtle in a hazmat suit for non-dietary enrichment purposes, which was denied, but they still might accept it in the future. This SCP does not have lungs, and it was taken for an MRI at one point, where they found that this creature has weird glands on its lymphatic system, which gives it really weird blood properties. SCP-811's containment procedures are pretty simple. It's kept in a large, climate-controlled, cylindrical glass enclosure, and this enclosure has to have 2.5 meters of water, minimum, constantly. In the back of this enclosure, there's to be wetland soil and vegetation and different kinds of aquatic plants as well. No invasive medical procedures are to be done on this SCP except in life or death situations. Since it's so hard to work on the creature because of the oil it produces, you can't really clean it up and you can't really have a sterile work environment. The SCP normally is not aggressive unless it's hungry or if it feels threatened, but it still is not recommended to sneak up on it or to scare it because it's literally a crocodile human thing. Come on. SCP-679 is next, and it's in the Keter class. This SCP is a type of fungal infection that was going crazy in an unnamed Florida city, specifically among the homeless population of that city. It spreads through direct contact, and in the early stages of this infection, you'll just feel like you have pneumonia or the flu, or you're sick. Which isn't fun, but it's not as bad as it gets. After a few days of just feeling sick, subjects have reported seeing tiny bright dots running across their field of vision, kind of like if you stand up too fast. And after a week of seeing these lights in your eyes, the sclera, which is the white part of your eye, will turn completely black. This is when the infected person will lose their vision. And within a few hours of losing their vision, the subject will start to cry pus. Black pus from the corners and the bottom of their eyes. Ew. After that, a fungus will start to grow through this black goo and out of your eye sockets, which will eventually lead to your actual eye rotting completely. After a week of your eyes being rotted and fungus growing out of your eye holes, there will just be a few soggy mushrooms where your eyes used to be. And as if it couldn't get any worse, after your eyes are fully mushroomed, the fungus will then transfer itself to your sinuses and it will eat your mucus. Sometimes the fungus in a subject's eyes will actually start to move itself around that person's face, out of the socket and literally just around its face and then jump off. And after that, that person's vision might slightly return back to normal. Although after the fungus leaves the sockets, People have reported seeing hallucinations of fires and tilted floors and stairs that aren't there and dangerous animals about to attack. I would take seeing things that aren't there over having mushrooms growing out of my eyes. Now, this fungal infection can actually be cured during the early stages of being infected if you get the tissue cauterized. Samples of SCP-697 are contained in glass vials and are kept at a constant 25 degrees Celsius, and all personnel have to wear hazmat suits while interacting with this SCP. Nice. Lastly for today is SCP-996. Now, these are a very aggressive, predatory, small humanoid cryptids that have razor-sharp teeth. Each hand of 996 has 5 claws that can be as long as 20 centimeters. Now, these claws aren't sturdy, and they can actually break easily, but they're not meant for combat. They're meant for cutting meat. Instances of SCP-996 can range from around 1.4 meters to 1.6 meters tall, or 4 to 5 feet, and they're kind of weak, to be honest. They have hollow bones and they don't have much muscle mass, but the reason they're dangerous is because they can only be seen through certain wavelengths. Like, you can't just see them with your naked eye, you have to look through specific cameras or wavelengths to view them. And the best way to do that is through infrared cameras. The way this creature attacks their prey is also pretty cool. They typically go after medium to large-sized animals, and humans too, and they either hunt alone or in pairs. The method they use is that they emit a huge wave of energy at the prey, which makes that prey incapable of getting REM or deep sleep. So this creature will hit its prey with a wave of energy that will make it not be able to sleep ever. Then SCP-996 stalks and waits for their prey to go down and to pass out from lack of sleep. And that's when they attack and eat whatever it is. These SCPs have been located all over the world and only attack random things or people. There's no real rhyme or reason. The Foundation has 4 of these instances in SCP containment, which are all in steel rooms lined with lead, so they can't emit their wave attacks through lead. It's impossible. And there are 2 infrared cameras in each of these cells. So yeah, invisible little raptor humanoid type things that attack people with brainwaves. Fun. That's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed these. Let me know which ones that you want me to go over, and let me know which ones that you want me to go over in the next video. If you like this style and this format, let me know down below. Thank you for everything, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic day.